gonna set up our own little kingdom, just like Chaz, and we're gonna call it the Taiping Kingdom. That's what we're gonna call it. So that's exactly the same concept. Think about Chaz, except they did it much bigger. All right, everybody, let's keep it moving, everybody. Man, this is nice. We are at 8. We're changing the pace up a little bit. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Please keep tapping on the screen and send those free likes and share this live stream with your friends. We are at the Taiping Rebellion Zhan Gardens. Look at this. I don't know who he is, but he looks important. I don't know who this man is, but he looks important, y'all. Man, look at this. This is basically a museum. Let's go into what's it called? Let's go into the gardens, y'all. I want to speak in my normal voice. I don't want to speak in my golf voice anymore, man. I want to speak in my normal voice, everybody. I want to speak in my normal American voice, man. I'm not trying to speak in a golf voice anymore. Keep going, everybody. Good evening, everybody back home in America. Did y'all enjoy the show at the Ghost Market last night? Your morning, your noontime. Did y'all enjoy the show at the Ghost Market? Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. I had a good sleep, man. Keep it moving. Alrighty. All right, this place is very, very large. Jim, thank you. Now, look at this building right here. Classic Jiangsu style architecture. Jim, thank you so much for the galaxy last night. Potato bread, thank you. Great to see you, potato bread. Now, this is classical Jiangsu style gardens. This is not original Ming Dynasty architecture. The original Ming Dynasty architecture was destroyed during the Taiping Rebellion. So all this had to be rebuilt. Let's go a little bit forward. I'm gonna show y'all this other side of the garden. It's gonna open up a little bit. Now, the original purpose of this garden, this is the important part. The most important original reason, cotton number 9, potato bread, thank you. The most original reason for the construction of this garden was that it was the home of Zhu Yuanzhang. It was the home of Zhu Yuanzhang, the founding emperor of the Ming Dynasty. Before he became emperor, he lived here. He actually lived here before he became emperor. And once he became emperor, he built the Forbidden City in the city of Nanjing. But this was his house. Imagine, I'm trying to put this in an American parallel, okay? Imagine as we walk through these gardens. Imagine, let me give you guys an example, okay? Imagine our current president, President Joe Biden, okay? He used to be a senator. Joe Biden used to be a senator. And he used to probably live in a home that was provided for the senators, okay? Or he bought his own home in Delaware somewhere. So this would be Joe Biden's home before he moved into the White House. When before he became president and he moved into the White House, this was his home. So that is that. Hello? I need to go on 我现在用你的机器了. We good? Okay. All right. LBJ, thank you. Now let me continue with my explanation here. Okay, let me continue with my explanation. So imagine this entire residence is where President Joe Biden lived before he became the president of the United States, when he was just a senator. So this was his home when he was just a senator. Does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? Matilda, thank you. But when he became president, he moved into the White House, and that is the equivalent of the Forbidden City here in China. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. This is like the residence of Zhu Yuanzhang, the first emperor of the Ming Dynasty, before he actually became emperor. William Nelpucci, thank you. I think one of my moderators need to let the people know. Ghana, thank you. One of my moderators need to let the people know how to get into the Discord group. LBJ, thank you. Now, as we walk further into this garden, Fiu Meal, thank you so much. Thank you. We've been streaming for 15 minutes from the Zhan Gardens. This is going to be a history an outdoorsy type of live stream. So it's not one of those, ghost market, lively food, very turned up. This is a very educational live stream today. It's an educational type of live stream. All right. Now, as we walk into these gardens, you can see, look at the architecture over here, a lot of greens. And same thing, if you watch my live streams before, look at all these Taihu rocks, fetched all the way from Suzhou in Lake Tai, carried all the way over here by horses and by human labor. Nick, thank you so much, Nick, just to be placed in these gardens. It's absolutely beautiful. Now the garden's really gonna open up. Let's go check out what this garden looks like when it opens up, y'all. Look at this. Now this is the garden in its full glory right here. Glory right here is a real Jiangsu style garden. This is a real Jiangsu style garden. Lulu, thank you. Look at this, especially in contrast to the backdrop of the modern buildings. We're still in the city of Nanjing. Nick, thank you so much. We're still in the city of Nanjing. Now look at the way this looks. Look at the way this looks, y'all. Doll face, thank you. Man, thank you so much. Fuel Hill Meal L. Thank you guys. Thank you. Pirate Chick. Thank you. I'm missing somebody. Let me look at who I'm missing. L, I'm missing someone. But thank you guys so much for the galaxies. All right, look at this right here. Now see this? Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go over here. Let's come over here, everybody. Let's come over here. What y'all think of this view? This is the private garden of the first Ming Dynasty emperor. Absolutely beautiful. Come over here and check out this view right here. Man, Fuel Hill Meal, thank you. Was that Farika? Was that Farika? Who was that? Farika, thank you. L, thank you. Thank you guys. Tammy, thank you. Now, every time you are in Farika, thank you so much. Great to see you, Farika. Thank you, L. Man, thank you guys. Now, every time you are at a Chinese garden, Brittany B was the other person. Thank you so much, Brittany B. Thank you for the paper cranes. Every time you're in China, you gotta have the kois. You gotta have the kois inside a garden like this. Now the garden is really opening up, y'all. Brittany B, thank you. Now, when you go to a European castle, it's got its own flavor. This is the flavor of a Chinese Southern style garden. This is what a Chinese Southern style garden looks like. Barb, thank you so much, Barb, for the galaxy. Thank you. That's a new one. I gotta remember that name. Thank you, Barb. Chinese style gardens combine feng shui elements. 222. Thank you. They combine feng shui elements of water, green vegetation, rocks from Lake Tai, classic Chinese architecture, and is always designed in a way to let the qi flow. This is all about feng shui. Lynn is not watching. She is actually traveling in Guangzhou right now, Lynn from Singapore. But if you guys hear Lynn talk about, Simon say, thank you. If you guys hear Lynn talk about what Chinese architecture and feng shui is like, this is the embodiment of it. Now, for everybody who's watching, everything that you're looking at right now is approximately 50 years old. The original Ming Dynasty architecture has been destroyed during the Qing Dynasty Taiping Rebellion. The only thing that's original is this rock right here. This is original because these rocks cannot be destroyed. It cannot be burnt. It's very hard to move. So these are the original rocks. And I know, look at this rock right here. This is fetched all the way from Lake Tai. That's over 200 miles away. Even today, you have to use multiple 18-wheelers to carry this. Imagine carrying this back in the Qing Dynasty and the Ming Dynasty. It's absolutely gorgeous, y'all. Now, when you guys look at this right here, they do this in every garden in China. You look at this long enough, you're gonna remember this, because we're gonna see this in every place we go to that's of this style. They always have a resting pavilion, of some kind. It's called a ting in Chinese, a ting. This is a resting. Look at the way these roofs go up. You see that right there? A little bit different from the Forbidden City architecture. The colors are darker, the roofs, they slope further up, and there's no animals up there, unlike the Forbidden City. There's no auspicious animals. This is what a Jiangnan style architecture looks like. Let's keep moving, everybody. Man, this is very, very gorgeous. Now, the interesting thing about being in a Chinese classical garden is that unlike European and American gardens, where our garden is outward facing, Carhartt, Nelpucci, thank you guys, our gardens are outward facing, okay? For example, you have a front lawn and a backyard. Barb, thank you so much for the hand heart. Here in China, the yards are inward facing, which means the yards are always surrounded by structures. That's different from Europe and America. Like, for example, my parents' house, they have a lawn in the front and they have a yard in the back. But in China, it's different. In a Chinese 四合院, which is a four-walled garden, the garden is always surrounded inside. It's always inside. This is the complete opposite of European style. It's a defensive mentality from bandits, but it's also a Chinese derivation of a Chinese game called Weiqi. So much of the Chinese mentality is defined by this game called Go. It's called Weiqi, which the objective is to surround your opponent. Unlike chess, the chess, you see, this is something I have to explain very, very clearly to everybody who's watching. The objective of chess in the East and the West, it's a Western game. The objective of chess is to take out the king and to take out all the pieces. But the objective is to take out the king. But the game of Go, in China, the objective is to surround your opponent. Surround your opponent entirely. It's a totally different mindset. Now look at this right here. I'm trying to figure out what this is, but this looks like a Qing Dynasty structure. This is something, this is either the local governor or someone local sat here administering it. Now, when you look at this furniture right here, I know it looks very cool. Don't be fooled by this. I keep it real. These are all newer furniture. Kai, thank you. That is made to look old. The originals have most likely been destroyed. Now, as we walk around here a little bit, you guys can see there's a lot of black and white photos of what this garden looked like 50, 60, 100 years ago during the late Qing Dynasty, early Republic era. This photo is probably from the last 30 years because you guys can see right here, this is the same plaque that we saw when we came in. Thank you for the galaxy earlier, and thank you for the hand hearts. Now, what's kind of sad about it is that you see the artifacts that are on display here. By the way, we haven't gone to a museum to live stream in a long time, so I hope you guys enjoy this. What's kind of sad about it is not a lot of artifacts are still left that's original. You have these broken shards. This is from the Qianlong era. This is from the Jiaqing era. Jiaqing is the emperor after Qianlong. Venomous. This is where I would argue China's decline started during the Qing dynasty, during the reign of the Jiaqing Empire. Now, and then you look at the way they drew their maps in the Qing dynasty. You look at the way they drew their maps. This is what I find very interesting about the Chinese way of looking at geography. This is also an example of Chinese art. You look at the way they drew their map, right? Everything is relative, but there is no general shape. When you look at a European map, the boundaries are very clearly defined, right? Like what does for example the state of North Carolina look like? Okay, but here in China, you can see everything is a perspective. Like this is right here, that is above that, but the shape of the place is undefined. That is what I find interesting about ancient Chinese maps, especially like this one right here. You don't see a shape. You just see a bunch of names on here, just to let you know, okay, exactly. Barb, thank you for the galaxy. Royal Arkansas, I see you. Now, as we continue to go in, let me show you guys a little bit more of this museum, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Now, this right here is the robe of a Qing Dynasty official. This is the robe of a Qing Dynasty official. Crazer, pirate chick. Thank you. Now, this right here. Now, our live stream today is a little bit different. It's not one of those turned up city walk, busy ghost, ghost village, ghost market type of thing. We're doing an educational live stream this morning. A Qing Dynasty official will wear this silk robe. It is blue. It is embroidered with a phoenix in the middle. No one can wear a dragon on their chest except the emperor. Regina, Melissa, thank you so much. Harry is Melissa Webb, thank you. Harry is right here. He's also checking out this place. Now, I'm not gonna stay here for too long. We're gonna go outside and go back to the garden. But this right here shows you, Melissa Webb, thank you, shows you all the different levels of government officials in the Qing Dynasty. Everything was well, clearly defined. This is what I find about our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have iPhones back then. They didn't have internet back then. But what they did have was a rigid social structure. This right here is a 二品官员, which means this is a second tier official can wear this. So he or she wouldn't even wear the same type of clothing as a first tier official. Diane, Ninja, thank you. Man, it's live right now, baby. It is live right now. It's 12:15 p.m., y'all. It is live, baby. We don't do any replays, man. Everything is live. Jack Tao, thank you for the first gift. Adam, thank you. Everything is live, baby. I see you, Adam. I see you, Jack Tao. Adam, thank you so much. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Come on. Nick, thank you so much. Thank you. Now look at this. Look at this right here. Man, I don't know what this is, but these look like some old-ass books right here, man. They look old as hell, y'all. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Carolina blue right here, by the way. Go Tar Heels, Carolina blue. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go out into the main garden. Let's go up to the second floor, see if we could pick up a signal. Big O. You know what I'm saying? I look at that, man. I was like, I don't know what that is. It looked like an old-ass book. Keep moving, everybody. Oh, wow, this thing opens up even more up here, y'all. Look at this. Smithfield, North Carolina. Love it. All right, everybody. Now we're on the second floor. This is what's interesting when you come to China. Because when you come to a lot of these touristy spots, they always find a way to build a museum into one of the buildings. This is about the 1800s, right at the turn of the 19th century. These are old pages. Now, you guys have to understand something. This place is not a major museum. This is a garden. All the best things are kept in major museums in China, like the National Museum in Beijing. So what this place has to do is to collect all these little loose pieces of artifacts from the Qing Dynasty and put it on display. Because this place that we're in right now, Katie, thank you, this place that we're in right now has seen so much turmoil, fighting, so many things going on that there are very few things left still preserved. Does that make sense? So now, if you look at this gentleman right here, this right here is a Qing Dynasty official. Now, what you can't see, oh, Hyo-Tu is here. Thank you so much, Hyo-Tu. Thank you, Hyo-Tu. What you can't see on this gentleman right here is on the back of his head, there is a peacock. Thank you, Alter Ego. Thank you. On the back of this gentleman's head, you see that? That's a peacock feather. All Qing Dynasty officials had a peacock feather on the back of their cap. And they wore this hat with a crown on top. And you see his clothing, you see, potato bread, thank you so much. Y'all hilarious, man. Y'all hilarious. Yeah, if you look at his clothing right here, same thing as usual. He's got a phoenix on his chest. He cannot wear a dragon on his chest. Stephanie, thank you. He cannot wear a dragon. And what I find interesting, look at these pearls around him. Man, this dude has swag right now, man. This dude has swag. What's up, Sunset? Thank you, Sunset. Thank you, Black Widow. Look at this dude's swag with the pearls, man. This dude was balling, man. He has some swag on him, y'all. Look at this. And apparently, he wasn't very tall because he wearing stilts, y'all. This dude trying to boost his height, y'all. Y'all see this right? He's trying to get a little boost on his height, y'all. Look at this. Incredible, man. Incredible. This is what a Qing Dynasty official looks like. Now, when you look at Lady Death, thank you. When you look at this gentleman, you can't see the back of his head. But in the Qing Dynasty, he had to shave his head. Like if you look at, if you look at Harry's head right here during the Qing Dynasty, if you look at Harry's head, in the Qing Dynasty, he would have to shave off all of his hair up to this point, all of his hair shaved. And on the back of his head, he would have a braid. That is the Qing Dynasty required hairstyle. You shave all your hair off, totally bald from here on, and then in the back you have a braid. That is a pigtail, exactly. That is required during the Qing Dynasty. And the law is you either keep your head or you keep your hair. You pick one. That's what the Manchu government said. You keep your head or you keep your hair. You pick one. Because a lot of people didn't want to shave off their hair. But the Manchus were like, you pick one. Which one do you want to keep? You want to keep your head or do you want to keep your hair? You pick. Let's keep moving, everybody. Very nice little museum over here. I love this place, man. You know, Nanjing is a city that's been through so much turmoil. For all y'all who are watching, Nanjing is a city that has been through hundreds of years of warfare. Just in the last, I would say in the last 200 years, Nanjing has only seen about 70 years of peace after New China came into power. That's the Communist Party. Before then, Nanjing was the epicenter of so many decisive battles, so many conflicts. When the Japanese invaded China in 1937, Nanjing was one of the most fiercely fought areas in China. You guys could read about the Battle of Nanjing, the Battle of Shanghai. This area has seen so much warfare, so much conflict. The Taiping Rebellion, their empire was centered here. There's just been so much warfare going on everywhere around here that this is a place that's witnessed so much in history. Now let's go back in the gardens, everybody. Let's go back into the gardens. Man, y'all enjoying this little bit of history? You guys find this boring? Because I know y'all like to go to the ghost market. I know y'all like to go to the ghost market, man. So hopefully you guys don't find this boring when we go into Be Easy. Thank you. Be easy. You know, a lot of y'all love to see the people. A lot of y'all love to see the food. But sometimes we like to diversify ourselves and bring you guys some interesting history, some interesting sights. Let's continue to move along, everybody. Let's continue to move along. Great to see you, Hyotu. Thank you so much for your support last night at the Ghost Market. Thank you, Potato Bread. Thank you. Let's go this way. Nick, thank you. All right, everybody. Heather, thank you. Now, as we continue to walk into this garden, for everybody who's just joining, we're changing the pace a little bit. It's no longer about the food today. It's no longer about the people watching. It's about the history. Now, as you walk into this area of the garden right here, Potato Bread, you enjoying this? You still watching this, Potato Bread? I hope you guys are watching this, Potato Bread, because this is backed by popular request. This is the Zhan Gardens, one of the 4 classic gardens of China. Thank you so much, Elle, by the way. Thank you. Elle's watching this all the way in Europe. Thank you so much, Elle. Tommy Chen, thank you. Hey, Tommy Chen, thank you. You love this? Okay. Now, we're in the garden, and you can see Heather. Heather didn't go to sleep yet. Heather, thank you so much for the galaxy. Ron Huang, thank you. Now, when you look at this garden right here, one of the 4 classic gardens of Jiangnan, Hyotu, thank you so much, sir. All the love you showed the channel. Thank you, Hyotu. Thank you, Nel Pucci. Thank you, Hyotu. Elle, Heather, thank you guys. Pirate Chick, thank you guys. Now, one of the first things you'll notice, Brittany B, thank you. Filmser, thank you. We're gonna be in a brand new city tonight, by the way. So this is our last live stream after 6 nights in the city of Nanjing. All right, let me talk about this big ass rock in the middle, y'all. Call me Jen Nel Pucci, thank you. Now this rock right here is put in the middle of the garden because of its shape. That's all it is. This is a weird shape, it's a strange shape. Whoever built this garden, or maybe it was Zhu Yanzhang, whoever lived here, admired this rock so much, they said, we're gonna put this rock in the middle. So, hey, you guys can see, against the backdrop of this architecture right here, you have this rock. This is also from Lake Tai. This is also from Lake Taihu, about 200 miles away. Let's keep moving. Now, also, you guys can see here in a Jiangnan-style garden, everything is 2 floors. You see that right here? Everything is 2 stories tall. Unlike some of the Qing Dynasty architecture that we saw in the Nanjing area in Jiangxi, their buildings, a lot of it is only 1 story tall with barely an attic. Whereas here, around here, Nick, JQ, thank you. As we're walking around here, everybody, what you guys could see is another bit of little piece of history lesson I want to give you guys. Hopefully you guys aren't bored listening to this. A lot of the style that is born here in the Jiangnan area in the city of Nanjing was actually carried wholesale to Beijing when the Ming Dynasty capital moved. So a lot of people, when they go to Beijing, because it's the capital, they think that is where Qing and Ming Dynasty architecture originated. Not the case. The most original Ming Dynasty architecture actually originated here in Nanjing because it used to be the capital of China before they moved it to Beijing. Now, a lot of folks who come in here, they like to wear traditional Chinese hanfu, traditional Chinese clothing in order to tour this place and take photographs for Instagram, for Chinese Instagram. I'm trying to find out where the hell we're going, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all the garden. Why does this thing keep getting darker and darker? Look at this. And Pirate Chick. Thank you so much, Pirate Chick. Thank you, Majaru. Thank you. All right, everybody, let's continue to move along. Any questions? Please let me know if you have any questions so far about where we are. One of my moderators can please pin the questions and I will answer them. Any questions y'all have? Any questions? Harry is right here. Harry is right here, man. He got the same number of sleep, same numbers of hours of sleep. Look at the tattoo, y'all. Tattoo. Oh, this tattoo is really sunk in, y'all. Oh, y'all, the tattoos. There were guards, absolutely. I'm gonna answer. Oh, I see what's going on. The ink has sat in, y'all. Wow. That's how it works. So the ink actually sets in. Wow, big O, thank you. Yo, Harry, I lied, man. That's gonna be with you forever. 这不是2周的，这是永远的。This ain't no 2 weeks, y'all. You gonna have this forever. You gonna have this forever. Keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. I continue to walk along. All right, let me answer some questions. What kind of wood is it? What kind of wood is it? Now, this is gonna surprise you. This is gonna surprise you as we look at this garden right here. Well, the wood that you see here is not valuable at all because this wood, he said his mother wouldn't even care. That's what he told me. He said his mom wouldn't even care. Now, if you look at this wood right here, this is all modern wood. This is not worth anything. This is not worth anything, okay? A couple $100 at the most. This is not worth anything. The original wood that the Qing and Ming dynasty used is a wood called Jingsi Nanmu, which is a type of redwood. It is one of the most valuable pieces of wood in the entire world, Jingsi Nanmu. Now, those types of wood are found in the Sichuan area in central China. It is huge logs, much bigger than this, supporting the building. Now, there are only a few places in China you could still see those because you guys got to remember, this whole place was destroyed. So many ancient Chinese buildings were destroyed due to warfare, due to famine, due to just constant change in a society that saw just countless years of warfare, decades, hundreds of years of warfare. You aren't even able to see it. You aren't even able to see it. But when we go to Beijing yet again, we are going to see some of the most finest quality and rarest woods. We're going this way. Cool. Ooh, I want to show the people this. All right, y'all. Look at this right here. Y'all. This, you're going to see this type of wood. You're going to see this type of stone tablets everywhere in China, especially at historical places. Now, the way you read these things right here is don't worry about all the words up here, but you look at the corner. The way you date these is you look at the corner. Now, the way you guys got to remember, the Chinese calendar is different from the Gregorian calendar. So this thing is not going to say like 1912, 1925, 1850. It doesn't read like that. The way you read it is right here. Guangxu Emperor right here. Thought manifesting. Thank you for your support for the channel. Thank you for subscribing. This tablet is from the reign of the Guangxu Emperor. You see, Guangxu Emperor. It tells you what year it is. It tells you what year it is. 10月, October, the 10th month of whatever year this is. So you're looking at, this is how you date a Chinese tablet. They will never give you an Arabic number like, oh, this is made in 1822. They will use the reign, they will use the, 19, Guangxu 19年, so the 19th year of the Guangxu Emperor in the 10th month. 10th month, that's how you date it. Now when you look at this tablet right here, same thing. Same thing right here. Same thing. You look at the upper left-hand corner to see when it was dated. Guangxu Emperor 19年10月. 11月, 11th month of the 19th year of the Guangxu Emperor's reign. That's how you date a Chinese tablet. And on it, it's going to say a bunch of things. We could read all these words. I could read most of these words. That says Guan. That's Guan right here. All these different, that's Shang, that's Yu. So all these words here, we could read it. But the problem is, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Their syntax back then is so different. Even if you could read these words, a lot of it, I can't understand what it's trying to express. I can't understand what it's trying to say. It's as if you're reading English, you could recognize the English words, but you can't understand the meaning. It's the same concept. You could read the English words, but you can't understand the meaning. It's the exact same concept. Exactly, similar to Old English. Remember, you guys like try to go read Finnegan's Wake. If you go try to read Finnegan's Wake, right, what's going to happen to you? You're going to have a really hard time reading Finnegan's Wake, right? So the same concept. It's all in English, but why can't you read it? Because of the way the syntax is written. Does that make sense? Exactly. Let's keep moving, everybody. Going this way? Okay, cool. I follow you. I'm gonna need to. I follow you, Harry. I follow you. Y'all ever try reading Finnegan's Wake? That's what 我们得立刻从这个室内出去. Man, what kind of stone is that? That is white marble. It's either white marble or limestone. Get up out of here. Now, I want to show you guys this before we leave. Actually, let me show the people this. 别走. Y'all see this right here? Is the signal lagging, everybody? Can y'all see this? Now, look at this. Right here, man. Look at this. Just a city totally set on fire. I mean, this city was destroyed. It was rebuilt. And now comes back to China 17 years later. Kimberly, thank you so much. You guys have to understand, especially to all the Americans back home. All the Americans back home, listen to what I'm about to say to you guys. Listen to what I'm about to say to you guys. Yeshua Heave, thank you. You know, because I'm saying this from the perspective of an American, like who's actually fully Americanized. When I come back to China, one of the biggest things I understand is I'm starting to understand as I study history why there is a misalignment and a disconnect between how the Chinese Communist Party is seen in the West by the media, by our political establishment, versus how it's perceived here in China. So for example, if you look at our news on CNN, on Fox, everything is negative. Everything is bad, negative. But if you're here in China, it's a totally different narrative. And I'm finally starting to understand, as a grown, mature, 33-year-old man who's lived in both countries, I'm starting to understand. Because imagine you are someone who's 75 years old. Your grandpa, your great-grandpa, all they have seen is warfare, destruction, fire, looting, non-stop warfare. That's all your family has seen for 200 years, living in this city. 200 years of non-stop warfare. And all of a sudden, I finally have some peace in my life. Does that make sense, everybody? So look, that's why I always encourage all the Americans back home to put yourself in the perspective of a Chinese person living here. I've been through so much turmoil. If you're living here, you've been through so much turmoil. You finally, the Chinese Communist Party brought you peace and brought you some stability. No more fighting, no more wars, no more fires, no more looting, no more problems. You know what I'm saying? Thought manifesting, thank you so much. So this is why I love to tell all the Americans back home is that you guys got to understand that I never knew this until I came back to China. I never knew this until I came back to China. The perspective of a man or a woman who has to live through 100 years, 200 years of nonstop warfare, and their children have to carry on that legacy of seeing all these museums of all the destruction that happened, all the bad things that happened. That is why there is a misalignment, because we look at it back home in America from political ideology terms. Like, they're not the same political ideology as us, but a lot of the people living here, they're looking at it from a life perspective. Who has given me higher income? I used to make $500 a year, now I make $5,000 a year. Who gave me a higher income? Who gave me peace? Put yourself in those folks' shoes, you can understand why the approval rating of the CCP is so high over here, nearly unanimous. You know, a lot of people back home will say, well, that's because it's a one-party state. Well, you gotta look at it from the perspective of a person living here. Who has actually delivered me peace, higher income, a better society? That is a core concept I think a lot of Americans back home really maybe take a moment to really understand that. Really take a moment to understand that, because that is a core concept I learned when I came to China. Thank you so much, Spirited Garage, for sending that subscription. Thank you guys. Now let's continue to move along. Now, we don't talk about Spirited Garage. Thank you so much. I'm telling you guys, man, everybody who is watching back home as an American, I am a card-holding American just like you. I am a card-holding American just like you. Crab man, thank you. I gotta carry my passport with me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I gotta carry my passport with me. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't stop me from, as someone who lives in a different country in China, to understand their perspective on life. Does that make sense? Not everything has to be about ideology. At the end of the day, for most people alive on this earth, it's about, can I make enough money to pay my bills? Can I make enough money to take my kids to school and give them a better life? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys, man, for a lot of the people who are just trying to make it in this world, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what political ideology you have. Can I afford to have groceries? Can I afford to pay rent? That's what matters for most human beings in this life. And that is the indicator that most people here use to measure their level of satisfaction with the government. So that's very, very different from our understanding, which is everything is bad, everything is negative, everything is bad you see on CNN, on Fox News. It's the same tune. It's all about, dog, can I make rent tomorrow? Dude, the rent is due in 10 days. The rent is due in 10 days. Can I afford to pay rent? That is what everybody is thinking about. The mortgage payment is due next week. Can I afford to pay my mortgage? Cash, thank you. Let's continue to move along. All right, Cash, thank you so much, everybody. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Let's continue to move along. Oh, man. Beautiful, man. And you know, for whatever reason they want to shut down TikTok, it's not going to stop me from telling you guys the truth that I observe on the ground. I'm not even going to call it the truth. These are what I call the self-revelations, the self-thoughts of a madman. As someone who was born in this country and grew up in the United States, these are the self-revelations of a madman as I go through this country and I see its transformation. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that ideology isn't about half of it. It's all about how you can bring me a better life. Can my kids have a better life than me? You know what I'm saying? So that's the underpinning of it all. That's the genesis, the beginning, the middle, the end. That's all of it. So let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's enjoy this garden for what it is. All right, everybody. Man, this is an absolutely gorgeous place. You see, man, a lot of folks over here taking photos. Let's continue to walk around and show you guys what this place looks like. Oh, I see my first foreigner, y'all. This is a foreigner in front of me. I love that. I love that. Now, let's take a look at these buildings right here. Does this look familiar to anything you've seen before? Zhou Jie, thank you. Does this look familiar to anything you've seen before in my other live streams, everybody? Classic Jiangnan style, white wall surroundings, but most of the structure is made out of wood. Island Chick, thank you. This is still made out of wood. Now, let's take a look at this right here. Man, you see what I love about this place is they have English. Island Chick, thank you so much. Great to see you, Island Chick. Pirate Chick, thank you so much for the galaxy earlier. Thank you, Island Chick. Look at this right here. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. All right, everybody, let's continue to walk around. Now, same thing in China, man. What I find interesting about all this is that you have these classical buildings in these museums and these outdoor gardens. This is one of the 4 famous gardens of Jiangnan. But the thing is, it's become so commercial. It's become so commercial, everybody. Thank you, Debbie. Did somebody just subscribe? Somebody just subscribe to the channel? I'm sorry if I didn't see that. Somebody, Kirill, thank you. It's become so commercial. This is a store. I'm not even gonna go in. It's a souvenir shop inside. You know, it's become so commercial. All these buildings are occupied by souvenir shops, by coffee shops, by tea shops. It's very, very commercial when you come here. So for what it is, I try to show you guys what's going on in these gardens and we keep it moving, but we don't do a lot of shopping on our shows. Let's keep moving, everybody. Make sure y'all follow the channel, everyone. Majaru, thank you. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Thank you for the music play, everybody. This right here is not free to the public. It's $4.10 to come in here. $4.10. You can see a lot of young ladies are here. They like to take photographs for Instagram because this is a very beautiful place. Yesenia, thank you. Very, very gorgeous. Pine trees, koi, water, classic Chinese garden style. Let's continue to move along this way. I think it opens up that way. Let's walk this way. Beautiful. $4.10 per ticket. Yeah, koi right here. I see these koi. K-O-I. K-O-I. I've actually had one of these fish before. Don't laugh, y'all. I actually had one of these fishes before in Jiangxi about 4 years ago. This fish don't taste good at all. Good to look at. It don't taste good at all, y'all. Let's keep it moving, everybody. I was super shocked when we ordered a fish and they brought out a koi. I was like, what the hell? We didn't order this. Big O, plant groove. Thank you. I was like, what the hell? We did not order this. I was like, I did not order this, y'all. I was like, what is that? Hold on 1 second, everybody. Oh, man. What is going on over here? Hold on 1 second, everybody. Man. All right, hold up 1 second. All right, cool. Every time we are live streaming, we got to verify that we're still on. We got to do this like jigsaw puzzle thing to make sure that we're not an AI or a robot and that we're still actually on our live stream. It's very silly. I got to click on the screen and move this jigsaw puzzle into place. Thank you guys for your patience. Let's continue to move along. Potato Bread, are you still watching Potato Bread? Y'all enjoying this? Thank you so much, Potato Bread, for sending those subscriptions. Thank you. Are y'all enjoying this right now? You guys enjoying this? Absolutely. Absolutely. He right here, man. Look at this tattoo, by the way. His tattoo is really sunk in, y'all. It's gonna be with you for life. It's gonna be with you for life, Harry. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving. We are in the Zhan Gardens. Look at this. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is probably the most opened up view of this entire place, y'all. Y'all see this right here? Look at this plant groove. Thank you. Nah, it's 2 weeks. It'll fall off in 2 weeks. I'm trying to scare the boy. I'm trying to tell him it's gonna be with you for life. Look at this, man. Absolutely gorgeous, everybody. Absolutely gorgeous. Keep moving. Show people up close. Look at this. Look at the way this place opens up, y'all. See, the Chinese gardens are supposed to replicate the mountain and lake view of China. The whole point of having this is to recreate what a lake next to a mountain looks like. That's the mountain in the back. Here's the lake. That's the whole point of a Chinese garden, is to recreate. See, here's the thing I have to tell you guys, man. Here's the thing I have to tell you guys, man. What I find interesting about the Chinese people, and I say this as a Chinese American born in this country, what I find interesting about the Chinese people is that they have, like, and I'm not going to speak for the rest of humanity. I'm going to speak for the Chinese history part that I've studied. It seems like so many people in China's history have been on a perpetual struggle to conquer nature, but does also conquer life itself. Elixir of life. Therese, call me Zhan. Thank you. To conquer not only nature, but also to conquer life. You guys hear the story about Qin Shi Huang. I'm going to tell you the story. He wanted to live forever. Y'all have probably heard of the story. He drank mercury. He died from mercury poisoning, allegedly, because he wanted to live forever. And one of his doctors told him, if you drink mercury, you can live forever. We will never know if that story is true because his body is still in the tomb. It's never been touched. Peace, thank you. But what's interesting about Qin Shi Huang is he also sent an expedition team to go into this mystical mountain to look for the elixir of life. He tried to look for the elixir of life. He sent a full team to look for the elixir of life. And legend has it, they ended up in Japan, didn't find it. They knew that if they went back, they would be bye-bye, bye-bye. So they decided to stay in Japan. This is how the story goes. He sends an expedition team to go look for the elixir of life. They didn't find it. They ended up in Japan, and they settled there. This is an actual legend in China, y'all. Actual legend. Because they knew if they went back home empty-handed, it was going to be game over for them. It was going to be GG no read for them. They said, man, this place kind of nice, man. Let me chill over here, man. Let me cool up here. Let me bring my family over here, man. We're going to set up a little spot, you know what I'm saying? We're going to set up a little kingdom over here. Man, the hell with him. The hell with the first emperor, man. I'm staying here, man. Let's keep it moving, everybody. All right. Let's continue to move along. Man, let's show y'all this view right here. Look at this view right here, man. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Look at this. Look at this view right here. Now, I know these rocks look real regular. Real regular. It took the effort of tens of thousands of men and women to get these rocks here. I know they look real regular, but this is from Lake Tai, 200 miles away. Tens of thousands of men and women were involved in the transport of these rocks to get them here, y'all. Unbelievable. Right. Do y'all like the vibe of today's live stream? Kind of chill, show you guys a little bit of history. You know what I'm saying? Koji. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy, not a lot of people. Do you guys like the vibe of this? Cool, let's continue to move along. All right, everybody, let's continue to move along. Now, here's something else I find interesting about Chinese architecture in general, is that when you look at these halls, Chinese architecture always gives me this feeling. Rong Tongnen, thank you. Now, when you're walking in a Chinese garden, the one thing that's a little bit different, what do you guys notice? There's no grass here. Do you see that? Iron Valkyrie, thank you. You notice that? There's no grass in a Chinese garden. Do you see that? Like in a European garden, you walk on a nice, gentle grass. There is no grass. Everything is either paved, stone, rocks, but there is no lawn. There is no grass. There's just a bunch of trees, a lot of greeneries, but they don't cut grass. Have y'all noticed that? I find that very, very interesting because when y'all watch my shows, I love to contrast this with European and American life to give you guys an idea of how this is different. This is what I've noticed about every single place I've been to in China that's an imperial garden. In Forbidden City, right? When we were in Xi'an, when we were at the tomb of the first emperor, anywhere you go in China, there is no grass. Fiu Miu, thank you so much for the galaxy at these historical places. There's no grass. You just walk on stone, marble, rocks, and that's it. I find that very, very interesting, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, let's continue to move along. I know it's 1 a.m. here. Thank you guys. Khalil, Celine, thank you. Let's continue to move along here. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Are you guys enjoying this so far? Celine, thank you. Man, I wonder why that is. I am not an expert historian in that sense. I can't give you an answer there. But I wonder why that is. I wonder why they didn't utilize grass in ancient China. I find that very, very interesting. Celine, thank you. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Y'all, Judy Jordan, thank you so much for the galaxy today and yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, absolutely amazing. Let's continue to move along. Look at this right here, man. See, I don't know what that is. I ain't never seen this before. What is that? What is that, y'all? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, y'all. What is that? What's on these lunch? What is that on their heads? I've never seen that before, y'all. I guess this is some kind of duck. Big old Lauren. Thank you. I'm telling y'all, man. He's a lunch. Are you hungry? You hungry?
No hungry.
Dude said lunch, man. This is a dead end, man. Let's get up out of here. This is a dead end. Let's keep moving. Keep moving, everyone. Once again, ticket to get in here, $4.10 to get up in here to take a tour. Keep moving, everybody. We are heading to the city of Changzhou this afternoon. Jungo Lungo. Thank you. We're gonna get off this live stream in a little bit. Garden's not that big. You see they got security patrols over here. I don't know what they think you're gonna do in this garden. Man, but they got security patrols everywhere. Make sure you ain't wilding over here making graffiti or something. We are going to be in the city of Changzhou this afternoon. We're gonna be there for the next 2 to 3 nights. We haven't decided yet, but for sometime for the next 2-3 nights, we will be in the city of Changzhou. Reisha, thank you for the heart me. And we're gonna be streaming from the dinosaur park of Changzhou. This is a place I went to. Matilda, thank you. I was there 23 years ago as a young boy when it first opened up, and it's only gotten better. We're gonna be at the dinosaur park, and we're also gonna explore this tier 3 city, Changzhou, what it looks like, what this city tastes like. We're gonna go see the food, and we're gonna see what life, authentic life is there. And then we're gonna end up in Suzhou and Shanghai. Suzhou and Shanghai in the following days after Changzhou. Please make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody. Please make sure y'all follow the channel. Should we go this way? Let's go this way. All right, Avenue. Thank you. Thank you. Avenue of Global what? Global Auditor. I don't want that in my life, man. Get that away from me. Let's keep moving. By the way, let me show the people the stores, man. We're here. Might as well show it to them. Show people some stores over here. Y'all can see, man. Look at how commercial this place has become. Everything. Look at this, right? This is beautifully decorated, though. This is beautifully decorated. Look at this store right here, and it's cool, it's air conditioned. But when you come to a place like this, be ready for commercial activities. There are so many places they want you to spend your money. Everything here is a trinket. Everything here is a trinket. They got the fans, they got the little postcards. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Live Like No Tomorrow's watching, but this is probably a good place for me to grab her a postcard. Look at this. Refrigerator magnets. You know what I'm saying? This is another revenue generator for the place. Come on. See this right here. LBJ. Thank you, LBJ. Look at this. Now, thank you, LBJ, for the Galaxy. Now, this is not for sale right here. This is not for sale. Call me Jen. Thank you. But look at this Chinese screen right here. This is museum quality stuff, y'all. This is some stuff you would see at the National Museum or the Metropolitan Museum. This is not for sale. This is a large wood screen that is totally hand carved to depict the scene of Jiangnan. Jay, thank you. Now this right here is real art. This is beautiful art, y'all. This is carved in layers into what looks like some type of redwood. I don't know what type of wood this is. It looks a little bit like walnut, actually, from back home in America. It looks like a little Pennsylvania walnut, Ohio walnut. Beautiful, man. Let's keep it moving, everybody. This is real art, but this is not for sale. Everything else is for sale. Walk into one of these stores. Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. More people coming in. Look at all these trinkets over here. You see all these trinkets? Could be mahogany, could be rosewood. It looks a little bit like walnut, though. Let's keep it moving. Let's look at all these trinkets over here. And they're expensive too, man. This one right here is $2.50 for whatever this is. What the hell is this? It's super light. $2.50 for this. Potato bread. Thank you, everybody. It's Friday night. Hopefully for y'all, there's no work tomorrow. Potato bread. Thank you. Hopefully there's no... Man, we gotta go. We gotta go. Potato bread. Thank you. It's not candy. It's a little keychain. Apple grower. Thank you. Everybody, we have been streaming for just over an hour from here at the Zhan Gardens. Let's continue to move along. 继续走。还有什么别的地方没去吗？这个里面？
这边就可以出去了。
不是要出去，全部都逛完了吗？
差不多了。
差不多。
从这边可以再转一下。
好 ，Let's go this way. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Man, Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Y'all ready for Memorial Day weekend? Apple grower. Thank you. And everybody back home in America, thank you so much for watching. I know it's late over there on a Friday night. Thank y'all for all y'all support. We are going to take this live stream off the air sometime in the next 10 minutes and get ready to go to our next city. We'll grab some lunch. We're going to get on the road and we're going to get ready for tonight's live stream from the city of Changzhou. Gorgeous, man. Look at this. I'm telling you guys, man, this is what I'm talking to you guys about, man. If this was in Europe right now and you're at a yard like this, you're in a European castle, everything here will be grass. This will all be grass. But in China, you can see, they don't do grass over here. Everything is either stonework. Look at this right here. Brittany B, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the galaxy earlier, Brittany B. Very, very gorgeous. This is the Zhan Gardens. Have you guys enjoyed this, everybody? Brittany B, thank you. Did you guys enjoy this? Make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody. Veronica, thank you. Y'all enjoy this? Y'all enjoy this? Yesenia, thank you. Look at this. That's a good idea, potato bread. Actually, that's actually a great idea. LBJ, going there. Thank you. We might do a subscriber-only live stream. We might do a subscriber-only live stream for our lunch. Carhartt, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everybody, take one more look at the gardens. We are going to head to the exit and get up out of here. It's not a huge place. You could do this whole thing in 45 minutes. It's $4.10 to come in here. $4.10 and come in here. Not too expensive at all. This is what a traditional Chinese classic Jiangnan style garden looks like. It's time to get up out of here. 走吧. Going this way. Come on. 带路. Take the route. Diane, thank you. L, thank you so much for all your support. L, all the way out there in Europe. Hyochu, potato bread, pirate chick, island chick. Man. Oh man, the pollen is killing me. Emmo, thank you. The pollen is kicking my butt, y'all. Man. All right, everybody. Get some rest, everybody in America. Get some rest, everybody in Europe. I am going to see you this weekend on Memorial Day. Thank you, guys. Pugmania, thank you so much. Man, I can't forget about Pugmania. L, thank you so much, L. Thank you. Guys, get some rest back home in America. And Ni Hao Ma, Matilda, thank you. We are going to get on the road, and it's time to go to a new hotel, a new city, to begin our new journey. It is time to go and leave the city of Nanjing. We've been here for 6 nights total, 7 days, 6 nights total. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed the city of Nanjing. It's absolutely been incredible to be here. I'm telling you guys, let's take one more view of the gardens. Hell, thank you so much. Make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody. Make sure y'all follow the channel. I will see you guys very, very soon. Let's head towards the exit. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Take one more view of the gardens, y'all. Crabman, thank you. And thank you guys for staying up so late. I know we had a late start today because we went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. By the time I went to sleep, the sun was coming out. That's how crazy it was. The sun was coming out when we actually got some sleep. So my circadian rhythm is kind of messed up, y'all. Beautiful. All right, thank you so much, L. If you got a free subscription, please give L a word of thank you. All right, we're gonna get up out of here, everybody. This is a short 1 hour live stream from us. It is time to say goodbye. This right here is the Zhan Gardens here in the city of Nanjing. We're gonna get up out of here, everybody. Husen, OP, thank you. Make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you give L a word of thank you. Thank you so much, L. Hyochu, potato bread, pirate chick, island chick, everybody, man. Pugmania, thank you guys so much. I'm out of here, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the history. Our next live stream is gonna be different. We're going to the dinosaur park, and we're going to the city of Changzhou. It's gonna be a fuel meal. How can I forget? Farika. Fuel Meal, Ninja, Farika, if you're still watching, thank you so much, Farika, Fuel Meal, thank you guys, Terrence, thank you, OP, thank you. Melissa, thank you, everybody. We're out of here. We'll see you on Saturday morning, your time, Saturday night, my time. I'm going to try to do my lunch if it's some good food. I'm out of here, everybody. Peppermint, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Take care, everybody. Have a great night in America. Have a great night in Europe. I'm out of here. 给人家让点路，给人家让点路。Keep moving, everybody. I'm out of here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much, Katie, for moderating. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.